as we celebrate Hispanic Heritage Month for the rest of the month, also celebrating fashion through a virtual event that highlights the stories of local designers.
You have been doing this for a long time, but this year is going to be different. Tell us what people can expect.
And this year we're doing it virtually with fashion designers, with chefs, and even a celebrity mixologist. And people will be able to watch them live on Facebook Live and other social media if they follow us on Runway Latinx.
Arabel Alba Rosales lleva varios años organizando este tipo de eventos.
Los invitamos porque no solo vamos a tener historias de diseñadores y moda, muchos de los locales como Elda de la Rosa, Paco que ha diseñado para caballeros por más de 20 años.
Hello, everybody. I'm seeing you. Hello. That's awesome. Arabel, thank you so much. Thank you for making this event still happen no matter what. It feels slightly normal, and that feels so fabulous. So have a good one.
10 people in all were killed by shootings in Chicago this weekend. One of them occurred at a restaurant right in the middle of the day.
A lot of people died.
Hi, so happy that you're here with us tonight. Runway Latinx 2020, Grace Within Chaos. We're going virtual. So we want to bring to you an incredible experience. It's going to include fashion, it's going to include cuisine and mixology. We want to bring this to you because it's such a very special year. So I have to tell you, this year I wasn't going to do anything, but we heard from so many of you saying, we want you to do something. You know, we're going through really difficult times. Some of us are going through depression. Some of us are just wanting to see something. And I've got to tell you that we at Runway Latinx wanted to see each other. We have so many people that have been working with us for so many years, and we just missed each other. So I'm so happy that we're able to bring this to you in a virtual manner. You're going to get to see all these little vignettes, these little stories about fashion designers. We want you to really enjoy yourself, and we want to be the grace within the chaos during this very difficult time. Some of these stories that you're going to hear also, we're hoping will motivate you, will help show the creativity that these individuals have and spark that creativity in you. So happy you're with us. Grace Within Chaos. Stay tuned. Hi, Paco.
Hello, Arabel.
Welcome to Runway Latinx 2020. It's so good to have you here.
Oh, it's an honor to be here. Thanks for the opportunity.
Well, I'm glad you're here. We've all been going through some interesting times. You know, this year's theme is Grace Within Chaos. Tell me a little bit about what you've been going through.
The best way to describe it is challenging. We closed our showroom. That's how challenging it's been.
So you closed it, but you're doing well. So tell me how you're transforming.
Well, I didn't transform. I've always worked that way. I've always gave the customer the opportunity, whether we go to them or would they come to us.
Okay.
At this point in time, since we closed the showroom, we go to the customer's home or office.
That's great. That's fantastic. Now, you dress some of the top men in Chicago, all over the country, but in Chicago, and especially in our community, the Latino community. So tell us a little bit about Tito Nieves, for example.
Tito Nieves was referred to us or to me by one of our customers. He is the biggest name in bachata and salsa music throughout the world. We have the honor of dressing
Tito, I love you, and I love bachata too. Ozzie Guillen, Chicago. Oh my God, Ozzie Guillen is so Chicago. So tell us about him.
And beyond words, how I feel to dress such a legend, especially now that they're going to the World Series again.
Yeah. And Eddie Garcia. Now he's a big entrepreneur.
Eddie Garcia is the #1 or #2 realtor in the country. Not just in Chicago,
wow.
In the country.
Wow. Another very humble but incredibly, impeccably dressed, now that I know you dress him, now I know why, is my very good friend, Jose Sanchez, CEO of Norwegian Hospital.
Yes, he is one of the kindest, nicest men I've ever met.
Like all these names that we've given, such leaders really, and always look fantastic. Now, the other one, there's another Fernandez, a Michael D. Fernandez.
That is, it's a kid, 16 years old, a newcomer, He's just signed for a movie in Mexico. He's referred to as the Golden Voice, La Voz de Oro.
Mi gente, yo soy Michael Fernández. Primero que nada quiero mandarle un saludo a mi compadre Paco Fernández por este hermoso traje. Y como siempre que digo, have no fear, Michael and Paco are here.
And you dress women too. I know I've got to come and see you. I know I have a lot of girlfriends that come and see you as well. Tell us a little bit about Victoria. I mean, known on a national, international level.
Absolutely. Victoria is an entrepreneur like yourself, like myself. They came from literally almost homeless to be as big as Victoria's Secret worldwide. She does lingerie, she does perfume, she does all kinds of things for women. And she's, again, the most down-to-earth person, the most beautiful person, and we have the honor of working with her as well.
Custom clothing by Paco Fernandez in Chicago.
So Paco, you dress all of these incredible celebrities, leaders. What got you here? Give us a little inkling of that.
Growing up, I shined shoes in the border in Reynosa, Tamaulipas. I waited tables at a mercado. And then my mother came to the US and brought me here with less than 3 years of schooling. Today, I've dressed over 4,000 clients, still with less than 3 years of schooling. I am not a tailor by trade. I am a professional fitter. I fit people. I have the honor and the eye to see the structure. And if you give a tailor the right measurements, you end up with a great fit, and that's how we do it.
Fantastic. So I know you are humble, you carry your history with you. Show us a little bit about what you do with these incredible linings, because you've got a story.
See this, a lot of my customers now, they go, you pick the suit because you know what I need. Show me the lining.
Yeah.
Because that's what I'm getting to be known for, the crazy linings. See, like, I grew up in the streets and here's graffiti. So I will always remember to where I came from.
I love it.
It doesn't matter what it is you do. Just make sure you enjoy doing it and you'll end up doing it right.
I'm an artist, first and foremost.
Hello, my name is Delvin McCrae. I am a Chicago designer specializing in both men and women's wear.
So during Project Runway, I remember that you found out that you got part Mexican in you, right?
Yes.
On which side of the family? On your mom's?
My mom's side. So her grandfather, my great-grandfather,
okay,
he was half black and half Mexican.
Okay.
So I found that out, you know, kind of dropped the bomb on me, didn't know, in the middle of a heritage challenge, so it just added another layer of research and thoughts, so yeah. So
tell me, Project Runway, how had that experience, if any, impacted the way you're designing now?
Firstly, once the show came to an end, I felt as though my creative block that I had disintegrated, and you know, I was able to clearly identify what my lane as a designer was based on the critiques from the judges, and I've learned to accept color and prints more so because I did a great job utilizing them on the show. I like to play with cinching, whether it's the neck, the wrist, at the waist. I love, you know, zero in somewhere, so I don't really do a lot of oversized garments, but if I would, it would have to have a belt. I started off in the fine arts, got cold feet, switched to nursing, then film, and decided to go for what I wanted to do, which is having my own clothing brand and, you know, possibly have fun while possibly failing instead of going for something that I don't want to do. I felt as though I had to actually have a company with a collection for at least a season or two before I will label myself as a designer. My inspiration comes from many places. The latest collection, I was inspired by the actual customer. So the embodiment of who that woman is, you know, from day to night, work, casual, special occasion. The woman that I aspire to dress is every woman because I'm not putting her in a box. She's whatever she wants to be. She's strong, confident, you know, turns head when she enters a room. She's passionate about whatever it is that she's doing, independent, but not to the point where she's separated or detaching herself from people. She's just a strong, confident woman. My muse for women's wear is Tracee Ellis Ross, love her style. Love a good pantsuit. I love tailoring and corsetry. That's the DNA of my brand. Creatively, I took the time to, slow things down and not always move at such a fast pace. But also, I don't look at this time as a pandemic. I look at it as an opportunity to grow and, to get oneself together internally. So I slowed down and just expressed myself artistically. If I was down, depressed, or anything, I put that into my work, which is what I usually do. And my best work, comes out when I'm feeling at my lowest. So that's how I've been progressing through this. I'm currently working on some pieces for En Vogue, performing at the Billboard Awards.
So you're taking that with you to LA?
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh, I love it.
3 months tonight. We call this one the Taraji dress.
Ah. Oh, because of the cookie?
Mm-hmm. You watch Empire?
Yeah.
Of course.
I did the last season.
I have a secret. No, I have a secret. I have a secret. We all have a secret.
We all have a secret. We go to Beautify to get ready for Runway Latinx. Girls, where do we go?
Beautify.
Hello, my name is Christopher Carrillo of Devoid and DeVale. During this COVID period, I have been focusing on designing mostly masks. Though I have been dabbling a little bit of the next upcoming collection. For me, this is my way of bringing that grace within chaos within the current world right now. I definitely think during this particular time, we all need a bit of an escape. And for some people, it may be, music, it might be a little bit more of the video game aspect, or it may be a literal vacation. I think in this aspect here, I think it's something that we can all take benefit from. Some of us may not be able to afford it financially as far as the vacation aspect, but we can at least dream about that. Within my design aesthetic, I do tend to focus more on the corsetry aspect. So with that, I do use steel bone corsets. I love using the grommets to kind of show that steel and that strength. And it's come in handy, especially for photo shoots, for fitting multiple different body types. And with that, it does really help to smooth out those imperfect areas that some people may feel self-conscious of. I know I do. I am currently focusing more on feathers and hopefully more of a Victorian flair. So with feathers in particular, I just love the shine, the shimmer. There's so many different dimensions and shapes. There's also, of course, different types of textures that brings along to it. And feathers for me is more of a semblance of being able to fly away. And I think that brings with it something that we all crave, as well as the beauty that dwells within each feather. Whenever a client is going to wear anything that I make, I want them to feel special. You need to feel as though this was an investment, not just something that you're going to, toss into your closet. You want to open your closet and stare at it. You want to touch it and love it and want to wear it every moment of the day. I want you to feel empowered and to feel that this is something special. And that's something that I love whenever I have my own winter coat. It's the one thing I've ever made for myself, and every time I wear it, I'm like, I don't want to take this off.
A lot of things have changed with Chicago. Obviously, this is 2020 chaos that we did here. But as you can see, we're so used to the being completely crowded, and now it's just being the new norm. What's up, everyone? It's Javier again. Quick style tip for the men. Fall fashion, all we gotta do is throw on a piece of outerwear. It's all about outerwear and boots right now with fall. Put on a piece of outerwear. I chose this suede jacket with a plain t-shirt. You're good to go. Great men's piece is just a simple watch, guys. You could do something simple and casual like a rubber band. Makes it look nice with your piece in outerwear. Go with some simple style boots. I chose suede. Great piece to add to make your jeans pop out a little bit. What's up, guys? It's Javier again. As you can see, from daytime to nighttime, all you change from suede jacket to just a sports jacket, pocket square to make it pop, and then shoes change from more of a casual boot to more of a dressier boot. As you can see, from daytime to nighttime, now I'm ready to go for my date. And there she is. You look great.
My last name is De La Rosa, so I really love flowers. If you see my gowns, I make them I roll them. I got prints that are flowers. I have this thing about flowers. If you want to make me happy, I just need flowers. That's it. Well, I'm a passionate artist. Everything that I think about is all about love and art and passion and beauty, and I feel like that emoji. Little hearts come out of your eyes.
Elda, it's so good to see you.
It's so good
to have you be a part of this. You know, as I was telling you, this year the theme is Grace Within Chaos. Tell me a little bit what that chaos has been like for you, and what happened with your beautiful location, with yourself, with your life.
Never in my wildest dreams did I imagine that we were going to be going through a war zone. I remember that day like yesterday. We gracefully have been here and we've stayed here, but it's been chaotic, and we had the stay-at-home order, and then we had to close, and then we opened. Then, the protest happens. I was here sewing and working, and I hear boom, boom, boom. It's the landlord putting up boards, telling the landlord, I'm still here. He says, leave through the back. And then as I turned the corner, you could hear the chanting. I could hear them coming. It was very scary. I had never felt anything like that. And so by the time that we left Oak Street, we saw the breaking of the windows on 900 Michigan Avenue, and I knew that something was different.
Went from protesting to looters, which was something completely different.
Yes. I just remember as we drove away thinking, this is not real. You could hear everyone talking about everything that was happening. Prada's been broken into, Hermes has been broken into. Then all of a sudden around midnight, my neighbor upstairs sends me a text, Elda, they're in our building. And at that minute I remember my partner saying, let it go. Don't be scared, you're safe, just let it go. So the following morning at 6 in the morning, I did not sleep, of course not. I was just waiting for it to be sunlight. I just wanted, daylight. And I just remember we drove in, and I ran in through the alley, and I came up the stairs, and I had my heart pounding. And I just remember seeing all the dress forms and mannequins outside along the broken glasses and thinking, that's my mannequin. And then I came up the stairs, and my business is intact. My store is intact. I remember thinking, thank you, Lord. Thank you for, saving me, sparing me.
Thank God, yes.
And I just remember looking out my front door here and seeing the boards there and thinking, how did they get in? And because I knew that the building was looted, and I knew that there was a lot of, that the glasses were broken and everything. But yes, the hallway was so protected that they weren't able to come up the stairs into my store. So I felt very blessed. And then I just remember we were going to rebuild. The city would rebuild. I love my city.
Yes.
I feel like this is my home. This is where my babies were born. This is it. So I wanted to show the love that I had for my city, especially during these difficult times here in Chicago. We have to love the city. We can't sit and walking around all angry and full of hate. We have to show the love that we have.
And we're not giving up on it.
We're not giving up on it. Yeah. And you know what? And the city has loved me back. And that's when you realize the history is being changed. We're making history. This is history. And this will never change. Just like 9/11, that same feeling of 9/11 when you cannot believe that, it's
this
happening.
moment has just changed
everything.
History,
yes.
Period. Yeah.
Yes. I did not want to do masks. It did not interest me to do masks. In a way, I was thinking to myself, this is temporary, we're going to get over it. I was so unrealistic.
That'll last another 30 days and we'll be done.
Yes. Yeah. I really didn't think it was going to be so far into it, and I thought, I have clients, I'm going to pull up all the alterations. Nope, I all of a sudden I see that
everything starts getting canceled.
So here I was reaching out to clients, and my lovely, wonderful client from WGN said, well, what are you doing? I said, I'm selling masks. And she said, oh, send me some pictures. And I did. And they sent me a producer and a camera crew, and we did an interview, and they aired it a week later. They knew that I was struggling. I said I was struggling, and it took a lot to say I was struggling. They aired it, and I remember just seeing my little website go bing, bing, bing in sales, and I was so happy at that minute.
It's such a good feeling.
I was so happy. My sons and I and Jesse were all sitting there. Like, now it's almost midnight, and we're just happy. So it changed my life, and we've been working and working and working nonstop, and it's just been a blessing.
So there has been some grace within chaos.
Very much grace within chaos. Yeah. This whole thing with WGN, when they put on the Chicago's very own, and I roll over with my little mask. Everyone that has come in is so, you're one of our people. You're Chicago's very own. I'm Chicago's very own. I am in the middle of everything now. In the middle of luxury, in the middle of a war zone, in the middle of poverty, in the middle of success.
She's one of Chicago's very own.
Very amazing to me. I was so humbled that it was all of my Latino brothers and sisters that were picking up their masks. A lot of the masks are actually through my website, on my website, so people just go on it and you can see all the masks that I have on there. So they've been ordered, and then we ship a lot of them, but we have the option of curbside pickup. So I started seeing slowly my brothers and sisters coming in, ordering masks and saying, we didn't want you to close. We never knew you were there. It was so humbling, and it was a blessing, and it was beautiful. It was amazing how.
And it was the masses, that started coming and knowing about you.
But they said, no, she sounds like us, she looks like us, she's brown, and she's on Oak Street. She's on Oak Street. And I remember thinking, it was so beautiful because I'm very happy to be on Oak Street, but I work my butt off to be on Oak Street. Not a day goes by where I don't think about my daily routine to stay here. But yeah, most humbling was that feeling and that experience of having people come in and saying, "So nice to see a Latina. It's so nice to see you're here. What an honor. How impressive." And I just think, thank you, because I didn't expect that. It was such a wonderful treat during this chaotic time.